Hello everybody, I'm Jay.
I'm Val.
And tonight we are in Eureka, Missouri at Brookdale Farms. And tonight they have their own version of a hot air balloon glow. So Val, what are you looking forward to?
Well, for me, I love the balloon glows. I love watching the balloons light up, hearing the fire blow them up. So I'm super excited.
Yeah, and we've already gone to the Great Race, which is at Forest Park, and that's a really big balloon glow. So we thought we would try Brookdale Farms for the very first time. I've been here, maybe 9 years ago or so, when they had a thing called Concert in the Corn. You've been here only once for yourself too, right?
Yeah, we did a corn maze with the boys.
And that was for Halloween.
That was for Halloween.
So we're very excited for tonight's balloon glow. So come along with us as we Jay and Val around the Brookdale Farms hot air balloon glow. So over here is where the actual balloons will be tonight. And as you can see, they're starting to inflate them. I'm not sure if you can see this one or not because of the sun, but this one's fully inflated. They're ready to go. When the sun goes down, this is going to be so awesome. They light up and it is so beautiful. But look at how far away they are to everybody. Okay, so I'm here with Brian, and the balloon that he will be glowing tonight, I guess, is called
Carried Away.
Carried Away. So Brian, what got you into hot air balloons? Like, what is your excitement about a hot air balloon?
Well, so a friend of mine had a hot air balloon, and he called me up one day and says, what are you doing? And I said, nothing. He says, why don't you meet me at George Winter Park? And I said, okay. And he gave me a time. He says, make sure you're wearing tennis shoes. I said, okay. So, I had no idea what we were doing. And I get there, and he's got his hot air balloon, and he's stretching it out and getting ready to start inflating it and everything. And I said, oh, wow, this is cool, And he says, yeah, you want to go for a ride? And I was like, yeah. So he took me for my first ride, and I was hooked ever since.
Wow.
I started crewing, and that's how a lot of people start, is they start crewing for somebody, and then they start getting lessons, and before you know it, you have your own and you're ready to go. So.
Yeah, so now we've been to the one that is over the Forest Park one, right? The Great American Race, or Great Race.
Great Forest Park.
Yeah, and so I actually have seen, it's a lot of work.
It is.
To pull everything out and to get it all stretched out. That's before you even put any air in it.
Right.
I can just imagine. So when you say you crewed, boy, you really put in your time.
Yeah, and he also had a ride business out in this area. So yeah, we had 10 passenger balloons and down from that. So yeah, it was a lot of work, but a lot of fun.
Wow.
And the reward is, when you're actually flying in one, you're floating. You have less sense of movement in this than you do in an elevator, because you're just floating with the wind, so you don't have any breeze, and it's just so peaceful and quiet, and you can hear everything going on the ground. You can hear animals running through the forest and everything. It's great.
Wow. So that's a huge appeal. Also too, from the air, you get to see the earth and the world from a whole different perspective, right?
You do. Yeah, generally you're only flying about anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 feet above the ground. I have been to 11,000 before.
Wow.
I had to do that as one of my training flights, a high altitude flight. And from there you can see the curvature of the earth and everything.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very, very cool.
But I wasn't up there very long,
Well, I thank you so much. This has been absolutely amazing for somebody who doesn't know anything really about the hot air balloons or whatever. You're very informative and you're very, very nice, and we really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having me. It was very cool.
So Brookdale Farms, the property itself, is humongous, and they have this whole thing spread out. Look at how far away the inflatables are for the kids, and all the way up on the hill. Even when I zoom in, it's still very far away. That's where all of your food is and your vendors. Over here they have an actual barn. They have a small stage where you can hear some country music. And then over here they have an actual police dog show. It is so huge. So this is what they have for the kiddos. They have a few inflatables, a huge slide, actually a couple of slides. Looks like a bouncy house as well. So in this section here, it's all the vendors. There's like a Build-A-Bear. Looks like a bunch of plushies. Over here we got some, looks like scrunchies and handmade stuff. Over here they have face painting. This booth here is the magical bath booth.
Come on guys, come on to the midst of it, grab a snow cone.
Ice cold snow cones, ice cold snow cones.
There you go, perfect place for a snow cone.
Raspberry, cotton candy, rainbow.
So as we get further, this section here is for the food. Some food trucks, hot plate rolling, junior tacos. We got some D's fried treats. Oh boy, look at that. He deep fries everything. And you can't go to a balloon glow without having some kettle corn. And when we started this, it was about 100 degrees, but as you can see in the banners, we have a nice little breeze. Cooling us down just a little bit anyway. I could just imagine inside the truck as they're making their food. It's gotta be hot as all get out. Anybody interested in a funnel cake? Or would you rather have a donut? And they have some tables that you can eat at. And it's cool. They all bring out their food trucks. This is the Cheese Shack food truck, famous for their mac and cheese balls. Interesting. Here we have wings and hot dogs. Man, I'm not gonna lie, doing all of this, I'm starting to get hungry. When St. Louis is really hot like today, shaved ice is the way to go. We're gonna train tonight, and I'm gonna move a little farther down the line. I'm from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. Yeah, I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
I've been cheated
is where I found Jesus. Nailed in my first car, I tore it all to pieces.
So over here is Paw Stoppers, and they started in 2006. This is their website. You can go there and find all their information and check it out, and hopefully you will support them.
How are you? Good, how are you doing? Great to have. That shirt? Yep.
Guys, a secret, you have to support them. They have a huge inflatable dog. I mean, come on. Oh, there you are, Val. You waited until all of the hot air balloons are inflated before you show up.
Of course.
How convenient.
Of course. You gotta wait till they're getting ready to light up and completely blown up.
So what do you think about it so far?
It's pretty cool. It's a lot smaller than the St. Louis show, but this is pretty cool. So a lot of things for the kids to do, a lot of food trucks, a lot of dog things and pet things to do. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so the real reason why you haven't gone around is because it's so big here, the space is so big and everything's spread out, that because of your hip, there's no way for you to walk all around this property. So I've been doing all of the legwork, no pun intended, dad joke.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm sorry, Jay.
Sorry.
So here we go, this is the balloon glow. They're all lighting themselves up here. Alrighty, the balloon glow at Brookdale Farms is over. So Val, you didn't get to really walk around tonight,
No.
but what did you get from this?
It's a nice little balloon glow. Definitely not anything compared to the St. Louis one. It had maybe, what, about 15 balloons altogether, I think.
I don't even know if it had that many.
The one thing I really liked, though, they had tethering rides. So you would go up, I think, about 40 feet in the air, and then you would come back down. So I thought that was neat because I hadn't seen that before anywhere.
Yeah, and it was sold out like immediately, so it wasn't something that we could have done.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, it was fine. One thing, I kind of wish that it was a little closer together. They have a very big property and they spread everything out. So a lot of walking just to get from one section to the next section. But as for a little balloon glow with, you know, some enthusiasts that love the hot air balloons, it was fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can say. It was fine. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It'll let you know when our next video comes out and it'll keep you in the loop.
Yep.
We want to thank you for coming along with us and experiencing another hot air balloon glow. And we want to thank you for Jay and Valing around with us.